This playthrough is rated T for teen. It's time for us to finally escape from Monkey Island! Greetings and salutations, viewers. Vauldemare here with the finale of Escape from Monkey Island. In the last episode, we got Herman Toothbot his memory back, and we learned about how to make monkey combat, which we were able to beat JoJo after taking forever to learn all the tricks and trades of it, but we still did it. We got the bronze
Hello
hat.
again, Monkey Prince.
Greetings, unenlightened one.
We got the...
I feel I cannot help you more at this time. You must begin the next leg of your journey. Besides, I have pressing business to attend to.
Me too.
Yeah, you guys gotta do your whole monkey situation that you came to the island for.
What a pretty bronze hat.
Okay, well, anyway, let's head back to the giant monkey head. But first, let's go to the lava pool. And we need to go to those weeds that were over here before, and we use the weed whacker we got. Stay down on the ground. Nope, nope, come on. There we go. Or sorry, the weed whipper on this stuff. Where are you? There it is.
Back the lava goes, back to the earth from whence it came.
And the only reason you're supposed to know to do that is because you get the weed thing, and you're like, well, obviously use it on a thing to clear weeds, so.
All the lava is seeping into the ground now that all the heat-resistant weeds have been whipped.
Yep.
Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands. Well, I can't remove it with my bare hands.
Alright, now we need to head to the monkey head now, so we can get off this place. Yeah, I've done everything we can, so. And basically what we're doing is we're basically creating another giant insult. That's why we need the bronze hat, for example, and the giant and a couple other things. But yeah, basically the big one is the hat. So let's throw that on the monkey head. So
Too much monkey hair in there for me.
ew. Anyway,
This hat doesn't really go with that. This hat doesn't really go with that.
let's put on the head.
Now, if I can somehow manage to stick this huge head onto a golden man, I'll have a giant ultimate insult.
Yeah, the monkey head is obviously the monkey head part of the insult. And for the golden man, well, we got a golden man, the picker. So let's use that on the nose.
That doesn't look like it needs picking.
Oh,
That doesn't look like it needs picking.
okay, I just see if I had any other dialogue. So
I guess there's more than one way to skin a monkey. I sure am glad I've got this banana picker.
well, it's gone now, but I guess it's part of the whole situation. So let's go inside this thing. So actually, did we?
I can't believe I'm looking up the nose of a giant monkey.
No, did I ever check the eyes?
Oh, and monkey eyes are smiling and... no, wait, that's not right.
That doesn't work.
That's the second biggest monkey head I've ever seen. Monkey halitosis.
Ew. All right, let's go inside. Oh, come on.
It seems to have failed due to a stress fracture and too much torsional pressure. Monkey halitosis.
There we
Hey,
go.
there's a hidden passage back here.
I was trying to get in. I was trying to get in, but I couldn't hit it on the same exact angle. So.
Hey, this place looks like some sort of control room.
Let's look around before we do the obvious.
I can hear some bubbling noises coming from in there. I hope the monkey head isn't getting gas.
Ew.
I'm not picking that up. I can't use this. I can hear some bubbling. I hope the...
There.
There appear to be a bunch of valves and pressure lines running into this control panel. I'm not picking that up. Didn't do anything. They look like controls of some sort. I'm not picking that up. Nothing happened.
I still want to push all the
It's
buttons,
closed.
so
I'm not picking that. It's closed.
can't do anything with the porter.
I can't imagine that this actually steers anything. It looks like something important is supposed to go in there. I'm not picking... Steer the giant monkey head? That just sounds so wrong. I can't imagine that this actually steers anything. Looks like an interior designer must have been trapped on the island at one time. I'm not picking that up. Better not.
Banana chairs. Don't want to sit in the banana chair.
They look like controls of some sort. Looks like an interior designer must have been trapped on the island at one time.
Yeah. I think I've seen everything that actually is unique to... Oh, gizmos.
Lots of random gizmos. I probably shouldn't touch those. I'm not picking that up. Didn't do anything.
Yeah, most of the stuff doesn't do anything.
Lots of random unlabeled buttons. Somebody needs to learn some user interface design theory. Didn't do anything.
That's a science fiction game. These all had to be here for the purposes of making it look cool.
Let's see. Temperature, pressure, monkeys. The temperature and pressure seem to be rising.
But with no monkeys.
I'm not picking that up. Let's see.
No,
Temperature.
no monkey rising? No. Okay. Oh, what was that other one? Armrest.
This must be the captain's chair. It's got an armrest control pad thing.
Well, that's how all Star Trek type shows are. Like.
I'm not picking that up. Starfish date 182.43. The Gamma Quadrant has no monkeys.
Tech the tech with some tech, you know? But anyway. Okay, so that one slot, the prominent slot, we're supposed to use the gubernatorial seal on it, so.
It's the official symbol of the governor's office.
Alright, let's start this baby up and head into the final, I guess, technically the final act of the game.
I'll just put the gubernatorial symbol here. Hey, it fits.
Oops. I better get out of here before someone finds out what I did.
Relax there, son. We're going for a little ride.
Sure.
Pull that lever there, would you?
Ride? What do you mean by that?
We're taking this giant monkey robot to Melee Island to rescue my granddaughter.
Giant monkey robot. Are you sure you have all of your memory back? Maybe I should hit you again.
What in the name of Poseidon's pig sticker is that?
Unless I miss my guess, that's an ultimate insult amplification tower.
You just made that up, didn't you?
An amplifier, of course. Guybrush, this tower is part of Ozzie's fiendish plot.
Oh, I see. He plans to build really ugly towers all over the Caribbean, driving down property values to the point where he can scoop up all the land for a fraction of its real value. How ingenious.
What the flimdy-flam are you talking about? Ozzie's gonna use that tower to amplify the effects of an ultimate insult a millionfold, so he can simultaneously expose every pirate in the Tri-Island area to the devastating effects of the ultimate insult.
Are you sure it's not the property values thing?
If you wish to fulfill your destiny and save your pirate friends, you must climb this tower and destroy its devilish machinery.
Somehow I knew you were gonna say that.
Okay, so we have to figure out how to destroy this thing, and yeah, we're in a giant kaiju battle. Why is it the last couple of games I've recorded have giant kaiju battles in them? I don't know. It's just how it is, I guess.
For a medium-sized tower, it's pretty huge.
What do we got
Not
in our... No inventory, so...
For a medium-sized tower,
Okay.
it's pretty... I'm not picking that up.
Nope. Yeah, we're pretty large, so that's why we take forever to, like...
Now that's a tower.
Really, really tall tower.
I'm not picking that up. There's no way to get to the top of that tower from down here.
But we're monkey or robot. We should be able to climb that thing.
That's the second largest... No. No, that is the largest conch shell I've ever seen.
Oh.
This thing is permanently attached to the top of this tower. I can't reach it from here.
I'll have to get it somehow. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't speed along through it, so we go, like, really, really slow for some reason. Yeah.
That's the shortest of the very, very, very tall towers. I'm not picking that up.
Ow. But anyway, we need to find a plank around here. Let's see. I think it's on the other side.
Where did they find a tree big enough to make a plank this big?
I don't know, but they did. There's trees all over the place. Alright, let's use the plank on the small tower. Actually, what happens if I use it on the other ones?
That's too high up for even this giant monkey bot to reach from here. That's too high up for even this giant monkey.
Okay.
That's too high up for even...
I was just saying the other dialogue, so... Alright, let's jump on climb on the short tower again. Yeah, this one's a pretty straightforward. There's like nothing complicated about this puzzle at all, so... I mean, this is the final act where Guybrush kicks some mighty large butt. Usually large butt, sorry. Alright, then we've got the really, really big, excessively large switch.
There's a very large switch sticking out of this shell. I'm not picking that up.
Oh, okay. Well, let's just use it then.
Blast! What's wrong, you reanimated lump of voodoo flotsam?
I'll tell you what's wrong. This so-called ultimate insult doesn't work. I've tried knocking it against every piece of junk in this accursed hovel, but nothing happens.
Ha! Well, I guess Grandpa was too smart for you diabolical dodos after all.
Quiet, you! Grrr! Grrr!
Grrr!
What in the name of Adam Smith's invisible hand is that?
That? Oh, that's nothing. Just a piece of junk I bought on my honeymoon.
Darn! The gubernatorial seal of Melee Island. Of course!
Let me see that. Well, that seems to have shaved the proverbial dingo. Let's test this bugger out. Peg nose. What? Would you be so good as to stand over there?
Look, Mr. High and Mighty Mandrill, I'm getting awfully tired of following orders. I think it's about time we renegotiated the terms of my employment.
Or what?
Or I'll fill your belly full of lead, you sissified fossil. No one messes with Peg Nose the pirate and lives to tell the tale. Why, I'll rip off your arms and I'll beat you.
You were saying?
Please don't hurt me, Mr. Mandrill. I'll do whatever you say from now on, I promise.
Take a long walk off a short pier, you craven wretch.
Righto, sir.
Well, Mrs. Threepwood, it seems as though the power of the ultimate insult is finally mine.
Oh, let me use it on Elaine.
All in due time, Captain. But first, let's give her a taste of things to come.
You're a sadist after my own blackened lump of a heart, Mandrill.
For years, the Caribbean has been buffeted by the unpredictable winds of runaway piracy. Now, by the power of the ultimate insult, I hereby banish those chaotic tempests and usher in a new age of orderly consumerism. I am Ozzie Mandrill. Look upon my works, ye mighty pirates, and despair.
No!
Where's the kaboom? There's supposed to be a Caribbean-shattering kaboom! Work, damn your eyes! Work!
I knew this ridiculous plan would never succeed. I guess this just goes to show that you should never send an Australian girly man to do the work of a real pirate.
LeChuck, get back here and help me fix this thing.
Oh, Ozzie.
You two stay here and guard the robot.
Good luck!
Try not to break any of my stuff. Nice kid, but about as sharp as a soggy pancake. You know what I mean?
Tell me about it.
I'll show that chum bucket panty waist some real voodoo.
Honey, I'm home.
Guybrush, look out for the ultimate insult.
Oh, I don't know how you dimwits managed to sabotage my magnificent insult amplification apparatus, but I'll at least have the satisfaction of annihilating your arrogant pirate souls.
Somehow, I always knew it would end like this.
Really?
Prepare to meet your doom, Threepwoods. What the didgeridoo is that?
Let's get out of here.
You won't escape that easy, you swashbuckling ninnies. Great Barrier Reef!
Arr! Ye be looking like ants from up here.
Guybrush,
Yes?
am I the only one seeing a giant walking statue of LeChuck on our front lawn?
No. Elaine!
Guybrush, help!
Hang on, I'll be right back.
Guybrush, don't you dare leave me!
Don't worry, my beloved. Guybrush isn't going anywhere.
Let go of me, you rock-brained monstrosity!
You insignificant mortal flea! How dare you wield your pathetic voodoo magics against the immortal might of the demon pirate LeChuck? I'll grind your bones to make me grog, you triple-timing bastard!
Ah, shut up!
How may I serve you, master?
Well, eventually, I'll be wanting you to squish every pirate on the face of the planet into a sticky red goo. But for now, let's just kill Guybrush Threepwood! Oh.
Come on, guys! We've got to get this giant monkey robot moving now!
Where's my granddaughter?
Actually, that's kind of a funny story.
Threepwood! Where did you find that ridiculous-looking contraption?
It was a present from H.T. Marley.
Grandpa?
I'm in here, dear.
Well, what an unexpected family reunion. Too bad I have to ruin it by savaging your puny minds with the power of the ultimate insult. Now what?
Now is your undoing, evil one. Now is the time foretold in the ancient prophecies of Monkey Island. Now is the time for the ultimate in monkey combat!
Alright. It's time for the ultimate combat against Giant Monkey LeChuck in the ultimate monkey battle. So hopefully you remembered all the everything that was in the previous episode. So you remembered your monkey stuff and wrote it down, didn't throw it away. Not that I did that at all. No, I didn't do that. So, alright. So what we have to do, it's actually pretty simple. We actually have to draw him multiple times, and that's all we have to do. So we just have to change from drunken monkey to baboon form in this case. Now, how does LeChuck know how to do all the monkey forms for monkey combat? Whatever, I don't know. But anyway, let's yeah, this is the final puzzle of the game, and then we go to the credits. So let's set it to baboon. So monkey for baboon is okay, so we need to go to chimp again. So monkey to chimp is ak oop chi. Yeah, I'm not sure why you're. I forgot the reason why you're supposed to go draw on this, but that's how you're supposed to beat him. So. Alright, monkey, so given the monkey is ak oop eek. Ak. And that's it. Yeah, we just keep refilling our HP, so.
Hey, what's going on here? LeChuck, you colossal idiots! I order you to cease this at once! Hey, wait a minute! You can't do this to me! I'm Ozzie Mandrill! I'm the future of the Caribbean! I command, stop! Don't! Ah!
Oh, yeah! Darling. Jojo!
Don't even think about it, Pink Boy.
Guybrush, how can I ever thank you for reuniting me with my granddaughter?
Well, for starters, you could put on some pants.
Consider it done.
Also,
Yes?
would you please be the governor of Melee Island again?
No way, no how. I hated being governor. Well, why do you think I went all the way to Australia in the first place? For the cuisine?
Grandfather, please. I can't stand being the governor. It's no way for a pirate to live. Guybrush and I need to be on the open seas, waving our swords, swashing our buckles. We're too young to become career bureaucrats.
Well, all right. But you better come by to visit.
Every month.
And I want to start seeing some pirate great-grandchildren.
We'll see what we can do.
And so the circle of life continues.
Hey, you're a talking monkey.
Oh, Elaine, I'd like you to meet Jojo Jr., the Monkey Prince of Monkey Island.
Well, thank you, noble Jojo, for helping to make the seas once again safe for pirates everywhere.
It was my pleasure, Mrs. Threepwood. But now I must be going. Somewhere out there, my monkey brothers and I have a destiny to fulfill.
Where will you go?
I don't really know. I hear that Martha's Vineyard is nice this time of year, but first we have a crew member who wants to disembark.
Timmy!
Farewell, everyone.
Goodbye, Jojo. We'll never forget you. Of course I'll never forget him. I mean, he's a talking monkey. How creepy is that? Well, that's it. We've saved the mansion, found your grandfather, and once again made the Caribbean safe for bloodthirsty, grog-swilling reprobates. Whew, who knew married life would be so much fun?
Guybrush, now that Grandpa's governor again, we're free. We can go wherever and do whatever we want.
Oh, well, we got like one final decision of the game, so let's see. I want to be a pirate. I want to be a pirate. I want a life-size chocolate pirate ship. Have you got any snacks? I'm starving. I want another shot at taming the manatee. How about this one?
Hey, baby, you can be my Elaine anytime.
Smooth, Guybrush. Real smooth.
Elaine?
Well, and let's watch the credits roll. Well, another game from LucasArts and Escape from Monkey Island, and officially this is the final LucasArts game. I think if I remember correctly, this game didn't do too well, and I think a few years later, I'd have to look it up, but LucasArts eventually kind of became defunct as a gaming company, so this is the last game from them, specifically before other groups got a hold of it. So what can I say about Escape from Monkey Island? The voice acting is still pretty good like it was in the previous game, for example. The puzzles weren't too bad for the most part. There was a couple of cool, interesting ones. There were some funny ones. There was some tedious ones, like the whole monkey combat stuff, which was a little annoying to do. But overall, an enjoyable experience on the puzzle part. Really, the only issue I have with this game overall is the graphic styles of the game and the controls. The controls were, at least for this version, should have still been point and click, but instead you had to use like, you know, the directional buttons and the shift control to move around, which was kind of annoying. Unlike the previous games where you could just point the mouse and click on something, that was easier. But I think the reason they did that was because they released on console as well, so they tried to make it coincide with both versions of the game. But yeah, what can you do? I think when I played this, I played the PS2 version and not the actual PC version, which was a first for me in that case. Yeah, Dominic did a good job as Guybrush again, and LeChuck's voice actor was also... I can't believe I forgot his voice all of a sudden off the top of my head. Let me look it up really quick. I mean, he's long since passed away, unfortunately. The guy who played LeChuck, Earl Bowen. Ozzie Mandrill, who's voiced by Nick Tate, did a good job as the Australian landowner. Although it was a weird twist that Ozzie was really kind of technically the main boss of the game, and LeChuck was just working for him like a minion. I don't know how I feel about that. I always liked LeChuck being the main bad guy, and I guess they wanted to try and change it up for the final game and make him be more of a minion, at least until the very, very final bit. It's almost like he was kind of toned down a little bit from the previous games, because in the previous games he was a bit more aggressive, would, you know, kill people and take them out, but he hardly did anything like that in this game. He tried to win a governorship, which then again is a comedy game, so like, you know, you think he would use comedic ways to deal with problems, except the original games. Oh yeah, I forgot Tom Kenny was in this as well. But yeah, like I said, all the voice acting was really good. Like always, Rob Paulson, yeah, was in it. We did a couple of lines. But yeah, really, like I said, it's really the gameplay and the graphics I didn't like about it. I just, unfortunately, the PS2 era has a lot of games that really did not age very well. Actually, kind of PS1 had that issue as well. It's just that kind of dates the game pretty badly. But yeah, I'd still have to say, well, out of the official games from LucasArts, this is probably my least favorite out of all of them. Overall, I mean, I don't want to be a negative Nancy and crap all over the game or anything like that. I'm just saying, out of the 4 games in the series, this is probably the weakest one. My favorite, I think, is still number 3 out of all of them. If I had to rate at least the LucasArts Monkey Island games, it'd probably go... That's a tough one. It's always a tough one between how I rate 1 and 2. Do I like 2 a little bit better or 1? 1 kind of started it all, but 2 kind of fleshed things out a little bit better. But I kind of forget 2 more than 1 though, so I'd probably go 3, 1, 2, and 4 in terms of rating the 4 games. I said there's still stuff to like about this game, and Guybrush being a likable character as always, lovable goof. You know, Ellie doing her own thing the whole time, and LeChuck finally coming in. Obviously, wasn't beaten, of course. Yeah, I'm trying to really think what my favorite act was in the game. Probably Act 2, I think. When we go to the island of commerce is probably my favorite arc. The third act is fine, except obviously with the monkey. Even though it's the shorter act, the monkey combat does kind of drag it down a bit, which I wasn't really a big fan of. Although the second act did have the swamp puzzle, which actually wasn't really that hard, but I think the first time it took me a second to really figure that out. Really, I don't think there was any puzzles even when I first played this game. Like in the previous Monkey Island games, there would always be like 1 or 2 puzzles in those that I had trouble with. But I think in this one, when I first played it, I think I got most of the puzzles pretty quickly. It didn't take me much to figure this out, but I noticed point-and-click adventure games got easier over the years, especially from the beginnings of the days of King's Quest. Well, actually, I'm not sure what the first point-and-click adventure game was. Mostly, if anything, the first games style was more like games like Zork and stuff like that, and then it turned into point-and-click, and then went from there. But they got easier and easier until they kind of they fell out of fashion. I think Escape from Monkey Island is around that range when a lot of those point-and-click adventure games really started dying because games became more complicated, so you couldn't really have games like this anymore without a bit more gameplay, which is kind of sad. I like those games, but now most games are in the point-and-click genre are like really cheesy or cheap, like click and find stuff games that you find on most gaming platforms now. You'll know it when you see it. It's usually like finder item locator games or whatever you want to call them. It's just clicking everywhere just to find stuff to go on to the next section. There's not much story to those, and I find those to be pretty boring. So, but I still find Monkey Island to be one of my more favorite of the point-and-click series in terms of comedic series, anyway. In terms of my favorite point-and-click, that's really a hard one to say. Probably still King's Quest overall. Funny enough, I still haven't recorded those. I've played those, but I haven't recorded them for my channel. I'll do that one of these days. Trying to think what else to really say about this game. If I had to rate this game overall, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10. I think 6 or 7. That's really how I'd rate it overall. Like I said, it says for me it's the weakest of the LucasArts point-and-click adventure game. But I still enjoyed it for what it was. And I noticed that this version of the game is actually the most buggy version of the game. Like I said, I had multiple crashes happen during the course of recording. Obviously, I cut those out. And there's a few weird like flubs and some voice lines didn't click or activate properly, as well as certain lines of dialogue weren't voiced at all, or it skipped over when I chose certain things. So I don't know if it was this version of the game I had, or if the PS2 version was just like that as well. I don't remember it being as buggy, so I wonder if it was the PC version that was the buggiest version. I don't know. And obviously Mandrill was probably the weak villain according to LeChuck. It's only been LeChuck, or unless you count some of the side helper villains of LeChuck, like Legrand or whatever, for the second game. The third game is just LeChuck by himself. I think they should just give LeChuck well, and then this game it was Ozzie was a villain, and also Pegnose Pete, because he was obviously stole your identity. Well, anyway, I do like the music in the game. I thought it had some pretty I like the Ozzie Mandrill theme and everything like that. And I like how, obviously, they did some reproductions of some of the other music right in this as well. And it did have some, oh yeah, thanks George for making LucasArts. Too bad you don't own it anymore. You retired from that, so. Well, I guess that's it for the Escape from Monkey Island. At least
Elaine? Jimmy? Herman? Mommy? George? Hey guys! I'm stuck down here. Wally? Lindy? Oh, it's a long way down. Murray? Sean? Mike?
Jar Jar?
Well, you'll escape from Monkey Island, Guybrush. For the LucasArts series, that's all they made for it, and unfortunately the games would stop from there. However, another company decided to take a crack out of the Monkey Island franchise, Telltale Games themselves. So what happens to Guybrush Threepwood? Does he start a family with Elaine, or does some forced antagonism, as well as villains switching sides, and a possible new love interest, will that change Guybrush and the team forever? We'll find out next time whenever I play Tales of Monkey Island sometime in the future. Unfortunately, I'm not as big a fan of that one as the others, but I will play it because I've got to go down the line. So if you guys liked Monkey Island, wait until I play that one. But for now, this game is over. So and we'll see how long Guybrush just hangs around there. So thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next game.